is your chance.
To dive into the heart of manufacturing.
This is your chance.
To hear about company culture and people making an impact in the industry.
This is your chance.
To join the conversation with host Jim Mayer in the Creators Lounge.
Please welcome to the Creators Lounge, MSC.
Hello, welcome to the Creators Lounge. I'm here with Martina McIsaac from MSC. Welcome to the Creators Lounge, Martina.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. It's wild to think that it's still morning. Martina, I think we want to start today's conversation off with your background. How did you get to where you are in MSC? How did you get to this place?
Okay. Well, so I've been with MSC since the fall of 2022. But the great thing is, prior to that, I've been both a supplier and a customer of MSC. And I've always had the chance to work in industrial environments. I love the mission of MSC, which is to fuel potential of American manufacturing. So prior to coming to MSC, I had a nice career, 15 years with Avery Dennison, who is a customer of MSC. Moving around the world, moving around different functions, but having a lot of opportunity to spend time on the plant floor and lead manufacturing operations. And then I moved to be the CEO of Hilti North America, so more in the construction space, but occasionally a supplier to MSC. And I admire very much the values of the company. And when I met Eric Gershwin, who is today our CEO, and I understood sort of the mission that dates all the way back to his grandfather, who founded the company in 1941, they believe, the family believes, and we believe today, you know, we are a team of 7,000 people, and we believe that our mission is to fuel the potential of industry in North America. And I'm so proud to be a part of that.
I love that, and full transparency, I used to work for MSC.
That's right.
And so this is not every day that you get to interview a leader from your former employer. So this is a lot of fun for me.
Good.
One of the things that I love so much about MSC and the culture there, or was the culture, and that 3-foot smile radius, that if you came within 3 feet of somebody, you had to smile. Tell us about your leadership journey over the last couple of years at MSC. You've got 400,000, I think, active customers.
Yes.
You've got a product line that expands probably millions at this point of SKUs. Talk to us a little bit more about MSC as a whole.
Sure. So yeah, we are a team of 7,000. We have 400,000 customers in North America. We service them. We have a product line of 2.8 million SKUs. So basically, we can support an industrial customer end to end across everything that they do in their business. The heart of MSC is metalworking. That's our legacy. But we also support our customers in all of their MRO needs and their inventory management, their inventory planning, their cost optimization. We work with them on their production lines. So anything basically that you need to run your facility, you can get from MSC. And the amazing thing about MSC people is their commitment to the customer. They will do anything to support the customer. And what's been fascinating for me to watch over the last 2 years as I settle into the company is the company is now $4 billion in sales, growing up from a business that started selling tools out of the trunk of a car, right? Our founder used to sell metalworking tools out of the trunk of his car. So we are taking that commitment that we have to the customer, and we are transforming that into the curiosity and the courage that we need today to really help revolutionize our customers' operations. So we're taking that same spirit and family value and really deploying it on behalf of our customers.
That's fantastic. Martina, we're going to take a quick pause for a sponsor break.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
are watching The Creators Lounge. Gain insights as our hosts talk to expert guests about key industry topics. Come see the action live on the trade show floor. Visit booth 338 600. See you at The Creators Lounge.
All right, Martina McIsaac from MSC. And Martina, with all the, 7,000 employees, 400,000 active customers, one of the things that MSC's done a great job in over the last couple of years is helping address the labor shortages. I first came aware of the skills gap and the issues with labor while working for MSC. Talk us through how you guys are actively working to help address that skills gap.
Okay, so let's frame the problem for everybody. We expect that by 2030 there will be 2.1 million unfilled jobs in manufacturing. So this is a gap that while we continue to try to tap previously untapped talent pools, and go after different types of workers and upskill workers that we have, there's no doubt that we're going to have a gap. What does the gap mean right now? We think that a manufacturing customer is probably losing about 11% of earnings because of the gap. So they're either paying overtime today because they don't have enough workers, or they're simply turning work away. So our goal when we work with a customer then is to say, how do we help you overcome that shortage? And when we first step in and start to work with a manufacturing customer, we're looking at how do we optimize their what they buy, right? Their market basket. How do we make sure they get good prices? We're looking at how do they optimize their supply chains, but most of all, we're looking at how do we make you more productive in the processes that you do every day. And maybe from the outside, it would think, well, the best thing you could do would be lower prices, but the truth is that the bigger savings is making our customers more productive in the way that they plan their work and they perform their work. And so what I'm really proud of with MSC is from our very inception, we have a technical integrity where we can analyze a customer's business, and because you've got 2.8 million SKUs and many, many dedicated suppliers who work with us, we can make sure you get the best of what you need to be as productive as you can and do more with less.
Yeah.
So either you're going to go faster and you're going to need fewer people, or you're going to be able to take someone less skilled and have them do the same work as a skilled person used to do.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that concept of wages and skilled versus unskilled, and making sure that you have the right person in the right seat with the right technology. How does MSC help manufacturers through that process?
So there's a lot of different things that we work on. Just so, again, let's frame the problem. Wages in manufacturing and metalworking are good.
Right.
So
absolutely.
so from you talk about a machinist or a CNC operator, you're talking about a $40,000 to $50,000 annual salary. It's still not enough to attract the talent that we need. So MSC partners with educational institutions and programs like the ACE program to try to bring our expertise and help to upskill workers to do more and more technically challenging jobs. I mean, the fact is, we're now fully automated in our programming. The technology that's used now, if we look at, it's not just conventional metalworking, it's also additive manufacturing, and so the geometries of the parts that we're making and the complexity of the projects we're taking on just continue to increase. And so we work with a lot of industry partners to try to share our knowledge and help to upskill those people.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to one more sponsored break. We'll come back in just a moment with Martina McIsaac. Hello and welcome back to the Creators Lounge. I'm joined by Martina McIsaac from MSC Industrial Supply. Martina, our last segment here, I want to start by talking to you about being a female leader in the manufacturing industry, an industry that typically we don't see a whole lot, but you're a woman leader at one of the largest companies in this space in North America, maybe even the world. Tell us about your experience in that place, in that role with MSC.
Well, I've had the good fortune to always work in industrial companies my whole career, and I think if you think about what makes MSC great, our technical competence and our technical integrity and our curiosity and willing to listen to our customers is what makes us successful. I don't think it's any different when you're a female in the industry. And I'm very privileged at MSC to have more than half of our executive leadership team are women. So it
That's
was
amazing.
a very welcoming environment to land in when I moved over to join in 2022.
That's amazing. I love to hear that. Warms my heart. But talking about some of those technological advancements, MSC is changing the paradigm of what industrial distributors are, in my opinion. Maybe I'm biased. But tell us a little bit about how MSC is driving that technical innovation in the manufacturing space.
Sure. So we have a history of being leaders in the space. So if you give me a few seconds just to kind of share this history of the company, we were the very first to computerize inventory, right, in industrial distribution.
Wow.
So in the 60s, when we were using room-sized computers to fly to the moon, Sid Jacobson, our founder, was investing millions in a computer system, so
wow.
pretty groundbreaking. And then long before Amazon ever came to light, we had a order by 8, get it next day service promise. So we've always sought to understand what do customers need and what's going to make them successful. So in this moment, our belief is that there's so much excellent innovation going on in this space that is badly needed on the plant floor. But if you think about us with 400,000 customers, 90% of them only have 100 employees or less.
Right.
So they don't have the means and the opportunity to source out that technology and that innovation and independently assess and bring it to the plant floor. So as we think about what's our role now in fueling potential in manufacturing, it's to be that connective tissue between innovation and the plant floor. And so we do some homegrown own innovation, and we also partner with a number of universities and different research facilities across the country to continue to invest, but also to give the space to trial and give the connection to customer between research and the plant floor, and we're that go-between connection.
That's wonderful. So with all and your history, I loved because some I knew from my time there and some I didn't. What's next for MSC? How do you take what you already have, which is phenomenal, and you're helping so many organizations in this space be better companies? How do you build off of that? How do you go forward and say, this is what's next?
Yeah. I think the next will center all around how our customers use the analytics and data to run their businesses. Okay. And so we have our own suite of tools and offerings, and we're working with others. MSC's MillMax, for example, allows you to tune a machine in a fraction of the time that you used to be able to do it with a less skilled worker doing it, because we use data and the decades of data that we have to optimize manufacturing. And I think if you look at the extension into other parts of the customer's business, how they manage their inventory, how they do their planning, how they do their programming,
sure.
and just access to the insights from their own business will be kind of the next frontier.
That's phenomenal. And as we wrap up here, talk to us about the training programs that you have through MSC that is changing the way people work in their shops.
Yeah, I mean, our goal really is to bridge a knowledge gap. right? And our goal is to try to convey through the different ways. I mean, we can use virtual and augmented reality for the workers at our customers to get trained, whether it's on product or on process, and I think there's so many opportunities now to learn in different formats. And so we have still the physical presence of MSC on the floor, which has always been, you would probably remember that, right? Always been a big part of the recipe to be there and support in the actual operations. But then we also now can use all of these other technologies to reach more people.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, where's the booth, Martina? What's the booth number?
43228.
43228. Make sure you go over and check out MSC Industrial Supply. Their staff, Martina, everybody is wonderful. Great, just human beings all the way around, but very innovative solutions for the world of manufacturing. Martina, thank you very much for being here.